to the A Link to the Past Randomizer League. This is the Invitational League for the Misery Mire Division, a race between Show and Crowbell, representing FROMPS Time and OK Game. OK Game split with the PAX trio in week 1, 1 game each, while FROMPS Time started with a 0-2 score against the runner-ups of Season 3, so they had a really tough opponent in week 1. So they are definitely thirsty for a win right now. The mode for this week is FAD keys. Basically, it's an old dungeons key sanity mode with the small keys for the castle tower being in their original spots in the actual castle tower. So we don't really have to look for them. So just like a few minutes, we're gonna be starting this race. There's also like a little bit of like a narrative, I guess. Both Show and Crowbell are in the race console, so in a way we do have like some kind of friendly rivalry, I guess. So as we begin, we're gonna explain more stuff about routes and keys and double dips on dungeons, something that is quite normal in a mode like this. So yeah, the more likely scenario here is starting from Link's house and going towards Uncle, or starting from Sanctuary heading to Lost Woods. And then from there, depending on what they find, there's like different variations on the routing for the opening. And we are underway here. You see a start from Link's house with a art container. It seems like both of the runs are gonna do a similar start. Get a tree pool before they visit Uncle. And get the 2 items from the Uncle himself and the chest in the secret passage. Not a great tree pool here, 5 arrows. With a bow, I guess it is some kind of ammunition for the early game, so that is not too bad. And from what I saw, the guards also were in the arrow prize pool, so we're not really gonna see any bombs from them. But Uncle is kind enough and gives us some bombs. Bombs are actually really useful in any like mode for the early game. It allows you to open a lot of stuff more quickly. So yeah, that's a pretty common start here. Ooh, nice lamp early on. We don't have to worry about the dark rooms, all of those things, such as like the dark cross in the Hyrule Castle are going to be in logic with this. And funny enough, with a Master Sword, the castle tower itself is definitely gonna be in logic too. So we are going to see a lumberjack check from the show, while Krell actually gonna skip that. A lot of runners tend to skip the lumberjack check with the boots. Like when they have the boots, gonna do that. In an old dungeon seed, I guess you might want to get that kind of information. You usually tend to do all sorts of stuff. And this time around, Lumberjack doesn't have anything, so we're not really going to worry about it. And from Krell's side, we saw a scout with small key in the mushroom spot. And a really nice early moon pearl. So the scout with small key is surprisingly pretty nice for routing, because the runners don't really have to think about how they're gonna like move around in Skull Woods. There's like a potential stealing the key situation, but now they just really don't have to worry about that stuff. So we do have a lamp, we do have a moon pearl. If we find an early sword right now in Kakariko, I'm not gonna be surprised if we see a master sword eventually from the South Shore, and then, you know, you have to do Aga for Dark World access. It's still a little bit early, though. Our very first fetch quest, the shovel. Usually after you're done with Kakariko, you're gonna check that. Get that out of the way. And another Skull with Smoky, which is, like, not great. It's fine, you do save a little bit of time, but one is more than enough. Bottle with a B was, like, in the back of the blind set. Gives you, like, you get sick it out of the way immediately here in Kakariko, which is nice. The B, I didn't see if the B was, like, good or not. A good B lets your minimaldom cave easily for you, so you don't really have to worry about that. If you don't have, like, some kind of weapon. With a money situation, the runners might not have money for bombs. We might see how they spend it. Okay, a fire rod, and yeah, we did see a fire rod from Crowbell. Usually, some runners, when they don't have the lamp and they want to do Aga, it is like a really common thing to go ahead and do Aga with a fire rod. Even though it's out of logic, it's convenient. For outing purposes, it is definitely a thing. And really early boots as well. This city is definitely blessed. And more bombs, really nice refills. Once again, I didn't really see if the bottle was like a good B or not. So you might not necessarily need a lot of stuff for minimal domes. 6 bombs is also good enough to kill the minimal domes in the minimal dome cave, so I'm pretty sure Crowbell is not really gonna worry about that. It's gonna go ahead and farm this now for the bottle vendor. Which is a little bit of a safer approach. I would say that you could potentially skip it, but Crow wants to get rid of that check. Don't have to worry about it, as he's gonna do more stuff in South Shore and such. I believe we had a little bit of an unfortunate error for show, like a reset, if I'm not mistaken. That is gonna put him a little bit behind. Unlike the other game here, he lost a little bit of progress. Funny enough, the shovel gave him a random drop that was a bomb. And those bombs are actually kind of useful in the early game, so really nice lucky drop. So instead of 6 bombs as Krell has, he's gonna finish with 7. That one extra bomb, honestly, it's pretty good. Another small key in the digging spot, and it's a GP key. Now, funny enough, in all dungeons, Kisanity specifically, or in Kisanity rather, if you have the GP big key, then you don't really have to worry about those small keys for GT. But because it's all dungeons, there is a really high possibility that GT has an item that is required in the seed, because if one of the 3 pendants is like a dungeon that requires a lot of stuff, you might see a medallion, or first if it's for Swamp or an Ice Palace, or even like a big key for a dungeon in GT. Those big keys are definitely really important. And we do see a Bonecrox glove, sorry, from Krellbell's side. So we are a glove and hammer now from Darkhold Axis. Whereas Cho, unfortunately, there are bombs in Kakariko, so he's doing this farm in this Bobobo hut to be 100% sure about the bomb situation. It's a little bit unlucky that there are bombs in Kakariko that he's gonna get. What is interesting though, we do see like a farm on those rats. They are on the rupee price pack, so he just wants to farm a couple of them and go to the bottle venture. So that was a really nice knowledge of the price packs. Those rupees. Unfortunately, the both one doesn't really have anything. In a super early mountain dip, I honestly think this is like pretty good from Crowball's side. Having done the Bonkrogs, chaining that into Lumberjack, having like that glove, you know, you don't really have anything super great to do in that situation, just so you might as well go up the mountain. And it is in logic as well with a lamp. So you might be considering going up here because the logic might have something for you up here. So far, nothing on the mountain. Let's see what Spectacle Rock has inside. Just 20 rupees. So, well, it's probably gonna head south now and do like the usual checks. We do see a blind race game check from Cho, which is a pretty common thing in Kisanity. There are so many things that are shuffled that, you know, there's a high chance that it's going to be something important in the race game. Unfortunately, there was nothing, if I recall. There was like a hard piece. So nothing super exciting. All right. We are here in the dam. We do find a sword. Having boots and the sword, those things go together so nicely. So that definitely feels really, really good for the runners. As you can like dash through all the enemies here. By far the best combo. Plus that gives you like that extra safety for Minimodon Cave. You don't have to worry about getting all those bombs to hit on the Minimodon. Since well, in this situation would have had 5 bombs. So, you know, it's a little bit risky. You kind of need to use minimum like 4 bombs. That is definitely really nice. Landing like a nice double Minimodon with 1 bomb here. Cho also grabbing the sword. Definitely gonna feel really nice for him. One of the 6 port keys in Minimodon Cave in the Biki for Thieves Town. It's definitely really cool to see that Biki for Thieves Town. The really weird part about having that really early is the fact that not having Hammer and then Monkey for Thieves Town, if you try to complete the dungeon early, you might isolate the Thieves Town big chest big time. So we'll see how both of these runners tend to what they will do once they get access to the Village podcast. Will they commit to a full clear in Thieves Town, or they're going to be patient and wait for that combo of Hammer and Smokey for Thieves Town? We found 3 GT Smokies already. It's quite surprising, I would say. I boot start, so we are going to see a nice water walk setup. Well, probably we're gonna see the same thing before. They don't have the rupees for Zora, but you can do waterfall into Hobo. We'll see if they choose to do that. Hobo is just gonna go straight to okay, I see. Because they have the Moonfro, they're gonna go into waterfall. I think it's a little bit faster if you wanna end on the Hobo. Just do waterfall, use the Hobo again, and dash out. But that works as well. Setting up a nice water fake flipper here. Yeah, we did see like a smoky on Lake Hylia, which is definitely interesting. Once they get that mirror with the boots, you can also get that out of logic if you have the mirror by setting up a nice waterfall walk from Star Woods. Hopefully they don't have to do it, but it is an option once they find that mirror. Okay, so this is interesting. Cho set up a water walk, but also did fake flippers. That means that they're gonna be walking to Hobo and then drop down from that ledge. They're gonna have water walk state. In the meantime, we find the swamp big and a blue potion from the trade in the waterfall ferry. So a really nice potion here. Especially if you consider going to Pass of Darkness relatively early, you can do potion glitch. Or it's like a really nice safety overall. Aicho getting that information, he's gonna grab that big key for Swamp. And yeah, probably that blue potion. I don't see why not. In the meantime, we are heading to Eastern Palace area. Getting information that the Green Pennant is a nice palace. Green goo, a sword, and more bombs. So this is interesting. Krellbell saves and quit, and we are probably going to see Hyrule Castle here from Krellbell into Aga play for Dark World Access. We are one glove and or hammer from Dark World Access, but you know we can also do Castle Tower here. We have that option, and we have to do that dungeon anyways. So it is a possibility for Krellbell at this point. We'll see if he chooses to do that. Cho also saves a quit here, having that Master Sword from Sagas Closet, and is thinking the same thing. I feel like if it's like a hammer or glove, we are probably not going to see the Aga play. Oh, there's the glove. So yeah, the runners are probably gonna scrap that run. We are not really gonna do Aga at this point. I feel like there's no real reason to do it. So just get those gloves and head to Village of Outcast. Now I wonder if they are going to grab that item in the Arc Cross. There is a possibility, there's an option to skip it if you want. You know, potentially leave it for later if you can do Pyramid, Fairy, and then Mirror and go to Dark Cross. But yeah, we'll see. So with what we have so far, with Mix, Pyro, and the Beacons of Thievestown, we already have 2 clearable dungeons in Skywards and Thievestown. So we might see a really early clear from both of them. Yeah, Quell is going to Death Warp, sending up the Death Warp here. Getting a big from Desert. That Biki is out of logic, but yeah, once again, we don't really care about it. Technically, you need to have the Smoky for Hyrule Castle. Yeah, both runners. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Death Warp and grab the Dark Cross items. Oh yeah, that is correct. Cole did not get the glove from Bonecrox. I just realized that. Ooh, another Biggie, the Hera Biggie from the Dark Cross. That is definitely nice if you don't have the hook shot to do Hera block. once you're up the mountain, you can definitely clear Hera. You don't have to worry about, do I do any of those things. So yeah, Cho does not have the glove, so he's going to proceed with that plan of going to Aga. So setting up a death warp here, and I'm gonna go ahead and clear Castle Tower. In the meantime, we do find the Harukasu Smoky in Team Stoom, so these things that the runners did now in Harukasu, in the Zelda Cell and Dark Cross are in logic now. But yeah, we didn't even see a back escape. Well, so let's see if we have some nice things here. Swamp Small is definitely really good. And the two compasses are not as. So for about 3 to 4 minutes, we're not really going to see anything super exciting from the show. Other than the fact that we have that unique thing in this mode, having both the Castle Tower Smokies and Castle Tower. So there you go. Gonna be doing Aga at that point. There are not many things that Show can do after this. I wonder if he's going to commit to Palace of Darkness with 2 keys and a potion. You can do potion glitch and also go to the back. And if I remember, you can get 10 out of 14 items, or 9 rather, out of 14 items. No, it's 10, yeah. 10 out of 14 items from Palace of Darkness. It's not that bad. Nice hook shot there for Felbel in Village Podcast in the chess game. That hook shot puts the Eastern Death Mountain in play, and also you can do Dark Death Mountain as well. And full clears. Hook shot cave, like everything. A hammer or mirror would be best thing for Fel, I feel like, at that point. Because, you kinda wanna do Hera while you're up there, especially having the book now and that big key for Hera. You don't really wanna isolate those things. But yeah, we're gonna see Thieves Town. And as I mentioned earlier, are we gonna see a full clear of Thieves Town or just the front? And be a little bit safer with that big chest not being available right now. Let's see how many blue balls we're gonna get from Aga. Had the double heart thieves are definitely really common. It seems like Phil has a lot of HP. Yeah, he's dashing. He's gonna clear. Gonna go ahead and clear Thieves down. Just gamble with the big chest not having anything. He will just do some nice fragment. We should here. So chill. Okay, not a lot of blue balls. Pretty nice saga fight. Let's see what we have on the desert ledge here. And where is Shaw gonna head to? Wait, he does not have them. Oh, I see. So there was like a little bit of a rough start here for Cho because he had to reset the game. He did not pick up the Moon Pearl from Lost Woods. And we do see the GT Vicky, which is a really important item on the pyramid ledge, and the flippers on Quellbell's side. being in the attic of Steve's house. So yeah, Joe cannot even really do a lot of stuff because he did not have the Moon Pearl from Lost to his side. I wonder if he's gonna go ahead and grab that and then save it, but then continue to the Dark World through the gap portal. I believe that is the plan right now, starting from Sanctuary. Oh, Bone Croaks. I feel like after Bone Croaks, uh, he's probably gonna head to Village of Vargas. That is the most likely scenario. He unfortunately forgets Bone Croaks, so he's not really gonna grab the mids right now. Just beelining straight to the Moon Pearl. Let's hope. Let's hope he remembers where that. If he remembers Bone Croaks right now, or not. Seems like it, since he's exiting. So that is good news for him. See a nice blind fight from Crow. There you go. Blind is down, and luckily, yeah, Joe does remember that Bone Croaks is a thing. Gonna grab those mids, and yeah, 100% is gonna head into Village Podcast. I feel like. Oh, gonna go up the mountain. Yeah, okay, gonna go up the mountain instead. Okay, so we didn't really see anything in. No, we saw the flipper. Sorry, in Thieves Town. That is definitely an important item. Quell is not gonna go to Skullwoods, gonna choose to do Digging Game and do like those South Darkwood checks. Potentially grab the Smith, heading to Village, and later with the Smith and clear Skullwoods. I think this is the most likely scenario. Yeah, they did a really early check in Lumberjack, both of the runners. I believe it was like a heart container, something like that. And we do find the third Paul the Small Key from the Digging Game. Not the highest priority right now for Krell. Has like a lot of stuff to do. Definitely not really gonna be on his mind. Even though he does have access to pod with those flippers. Kingston for Cho and heading into Village of Vargas more likely. We're gonna get information for the 5-6 crystals. And today we have Skullwoods and the Swamp Palace, the big home. We can get Skullwoods now. That's one of the pieces. Really good thing about having the Swamp here as a 5-6 is when you do grab that crystal, usually, you do Swamp and then head to grab that big bomb, so it's pretty convenient in this situation. Right, Hype Cave, we do find Sumaria, the HP, and nothing that exciting. Sumaria is obviously super cool. We do like that. It does help with Ice Palace, with the Icebreaker and such. Oh yeah, I just realized we did not see the Smith being grabbed from Krell. So that means, yeah, Krell wanted to go to Palace of Darkness, having those 3 Paul Smokies. And I head there immediately. And we do have a raid from the A Link to the Past Randomizer League channel. Hello, guys. So far, we had some really exciting stuff in this race. With Boots being super early in Kakariko. We had a really early Agate show. since they did not have information about the glove in Bone Frogs, while the other glove was in Pyroclasm. Trell grabs that GTP key that was on the pyramid ledge. We already had that information from the show. And we're gonna see a Death Warp here from show in Skywoods. That makes 100% sense. You do really want to be on a high HP when you are about to fight that Mothra. It's a pretty hard fight. You definitely don't want to be on like 2 or 3 hearts. Especially with Green Mail, you're like on that one hit KO range. Okay, we don't see a pod play from Krell, but we do see Catfish. Pretty isolated play here. Especially not having done Zora. Find it a little bit interesting. Nice Death Warp from the Gibdos in the back of Skullwoods. It's basically like a free mirror at this point. You also get a little bit of refill HP, even though I think Cho had an athlete. Okay, 7 quid spot, going into the mountain. A lot of items up here from the mountain, in the mountain for Krell. That definitely makes sense. And I grab some information here for PR as well. The unfortunate part, as I mentioned earlier, is the fact that we don't have the mirror or the hammer to go to the Tower of Hera. Having that item will be super ideal to Krell. You get beautiful ice color. Yeah, we cannot go clear it yet. We need that hammer for it. We can potentially do some shenanigans if we have like a small dive there. There is a small chance that the hammer is in there. Nice little fight for Cho. We do grab our very first crystal for Cho. 50 bucks. Super exciting on Mothula. In Skywoods so far, I don't believe we've seen the front of Skywoods yet. So we're gonna wait just a little bit to see what's there. Paradox also does not really have anything great either. So nice to see Spiral Cave with boots. So many of these races the last few days have had early Spiral Cave without them, and it's so depressing. Oh, the big key for Skywoods. Oh, yeah, I was about to say that I thought that Cho had that key, but no, he did not have it. I thought I missed it. I probably may confuse the Swamp big key with the Skywoods one, is my guess. We have here in the Dark Death Mountain. Gonna get anything exciting? Yeah, Skywoods, I don't know. It seems to be completely empty. Usually there is like a key or something. Maybe the table room will save this. Yep, that's definitely useful. We already know that Ice Palace is a green pennant, so that map is completely useless. Not a great Super Bunny Cave. Yeah, and Cho is gonna head to Village Broadcast, gonna grab that hook shot, and probably the flippers from Thieves Town. I don't believe Cho has those flippers, even though the tracker indicates that. Maybe I missed it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does not have them. a hookshot cave with a TR small and a pod small key. Honestly, the pod small key is by far like the nicest thing here because we haven't been to pod yet, so I would say that if you can get as many things as possible from pod, that's like the best thing ever when you're like first dip. With the book now, Phil is gonna head to Desert Palace. No, none of the runs have checked Agina. We don't really know anything that is here in the desert area. So we're gonna get it probably after 12 the boss. We're gonna go to Agina. You see a really nice bow waiting on the ledge here. So even like the bow outside in House of Darkness is available to us. Not too late. While in a way they are useless, they seem useless. If you do have some kind of information about pigments and crystals, you can have some kind of expectations that there's no item in GT. So in a way, I would say that they're not completely useless because the information that you can get for crystals is quite important. You can like make plan on like how you wanna like yeah, in a way like you have to do the dungeons in a ways, but you can make some risky plays saying that the pendant dungeon acquired items are in GT. So yeah, Joe just gets his flippers now, and they're gonna go ahead and clear that dungeon. And we don't have the smoky for desert, unfortunately, so we can only go to the right side. Or at least we can clear the vast majority like a secret of the dungeon. But we'll clear that. You can potentially, once you find that smoky, go there while you're doing Mire. At that point, you might potentially have that mirror. Can we find the fifth monkey? So we can definitely now get everything out of Darkness. Well, not the features and the boss item, but we can get 12 out of 14 items. This is definitely really nice. In a lot of situations, if you don't have the keys, you are thinking to yourself, do I open harmless hallway door and such? So having those 5 keys is definitely good. But yeah, without bow runs, or at least bow in this situation, doesn't really have to worry about the potion glitch. Even though, I mean, it's a pretty easy glitch, but it feels nice to like, be able to do that side logically. A nice blind kill, getting the second crystal here for Crow. So the sprites, I know Trailbell is using his own sprite. Uh, I'm not aware of what Show is using. Is it like a correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like an Animal Crossing character. Maybe I'm wrong here. But Krellbell is using his own character. And nice grabbing that hook shot from Show. I wonder if we're gonna see like a Smith grabbing the Smith here, mirrorless Smith play. I think so in this situation, since Show already has done Scar Woods. I would guess that after you are done with Type Cave, save and quit is definitely a thing and go up the mountain. Accurate super. Okay, I see. Well, also is now with Desert Palace. Let's see what is the next thing that he's going to do. gonna go ahead and do Aga. Pretty sure what's on Carl's mind right now is Palace of Darkness, and I feel like this is the best way to go to Palace of Darkness. Do a dungeon that is required. You don't have to go to Village of Podcast and then circle around, swim. Just like do the dungeon here as you have to do, and then the closest to Palace of Darkness. So I would say this is definitely a really good thing. Yeah, we're gonna see about 3.5, 4 minutes of casual tower from Krellbill's side, while Joe is doing what we've already seen so far. We're gonna grab that information of 5-6 crystals and get the Somaria from Hype Cave. From there is a really likely scenario that, well, I don't know. It's pretty weird for Joe. I would say that Mountain makes more sense. This Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain. But I'm not gonna be surprised if we do see a pod dip. But yeah, let's see what he chooses to do. Going to pod is not difficult for Joe's situations since they've already done Aga 1. So after you're done with Mountain, you can potentially save and quit from Link's house, just use the portal and go to Palace of Darkness. And it feels like we are going to see a Mountain play here. There's a lot of items here, so might as well go. At the same time, because there is like a really high chance that the hammer is here, so that is probably what's on their mind. Both runners really want that hammer. They don't really want to go to pod, even though like in Krell's situations, they are really close to running out of locations, so there has to be progression in pod, especially with those 5 Gs. Yeah, it's like the game is shouting, go to pod. Yeah, I believe the only thing that we had in here up the mountain was the Ice Palace Beacon. Really underwhelming. Oh, the half magic is pretty nice, I would say. Yeah, so half magic and 10 hearts. Honestly, this is a pretty healthy seed. Having the massive for early as well feels pretty nice, for sure. So yeah, I wonder now what the next thing for Cho is going to be, if they're gonna choose to go to port immediately or follow the steps from Krell and head to Desert, which is like a clearable dungeon for him. 3 keys is honestly like a good amount of items to go to Palace of Darkness. Oh, there was the Thieves Down Small. I actually completely missed that initially. That's something you don't really want to find, honestly. Once you are done with Thieves Down, you just don't really want to find that small key and be like, all right, I don't want to go back there. Right, this is our first look at Palace of Darkness. So what do you guys think? What are we going to find here? Honestly, I think the mirror is a pretty weird item to find. It definitely helps a lot. We can do Hera, we can even like do part of Eastern Palace. After pod. It would be funny if the hammer was sitting in Eastern all along. But I think by far the most boring item in Palace of Darkness right now is the hammer. Like a pretty obvious. I don't know. It opens up a lot of dungeons as well, such as like Ice Palace and Era. Ether and Ice Rod. I mean, at that point, what do the runners have? If it's not in Palace of Darkness, as far as progression goes, Bumper Cave is something that I believe neither of them have checked, and Zora. And I feel like that's about it. Oh, Ice Palace as well. They can do like part of it without the hammer. So not a lot of great locations. So yeah, I like that from Cho heading to desert, a clearable dungeon, and you could potentially find something that can help you in pod. In this situation, it actually is the bow, and we do find the mirror here in the map chest in Palace of Darkness. A really convenient find here in pod, since Krell at that point had to like death warp, so he needed to get hit like 9 times from that jellyfish. So finding that mirror definitely will save him a little bit of time. Oh, I believe yeah, it was a little bit better, I feel like, to do vanilla big key chest in this situation, then fall down, but probably like a muscle memory thing. Ikisanity usually don't open that vanilla big key chest. Hey, we do find the 4th GT small key. Super early small keys for Ganon's Tower. Let's see if mirror is an item here, or are we gonna find another important item? The mirror is actually a little bit bad, since it does open Swamp Palace and Bombo's Tablet as well. 2 locations that are a little bit awkward to reach right now. Vicky for TR was a nice find so far, and well, would you look at that? We do have a hammer in Palace of Darkness. Nice French vanilla item. Stacked Palace of Darkness. Right, so a lot of stuff for Krellbell are open. Yeah, a lot of stuff is open right now. So I'm interested to see if wait, Krell has 4 keys? Oh, that's my fault. I actually thought that Krell had 5 keys. That is... yeah, that's my fault. Okay, we had 4 keys. Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't open the vanilla big key chest. Yeah, he's gonna head to Eastern Palace. I feel like this is a little bit of a safer play. You do have Swamp, Ice Palace open. 2 nice clearable dungeons. You can like chain Swamp with potentially the Pyramid Fairy if you've done Skullwoods. So you could potentially start from there. But it's not that bad checking Eastern, honestly. After pod, just mirror. It takes you about like 3 minutes with boots to reach the vanilla BK chest. So honestly, it's not that bad. And we do see... yeah, we're gonna see Cho heading there as well. Pretty sure Yeah, double checking the pod key situation. So I think that makes sense. There was like a little bit of a mistake in the early game. He had to like reset the game. So he lost progress for about 3 minutes, I would say. No, it was like 2-minute progress. So yeah, he just wanted to make sure that he had he didn't really skip any pod small keys, I feel like. So yeah, he's gonna head to pod. I think that makes a lot of sense. He's gonna grab his mirror and potentially the hammer as well. I wonder how he's gonna use the keys. There are some people that are using the keys for vanilla BK chest. So yeah, we'll see. Oh wow, another heart container. That is a lot of HP already. Alright, so we are going to see Bombo's tablet and Swamp probably right now. And at that point, after Swamp, you can head to Lake Hylia, grab that small key that is sitting there, and then head into Ice. I feel like there could have been a little bit of a potential Pyramid Ferry in there as well, if you've already done Scar Woods. But I honestly don't think that is that important. Especially since you've done Aga 1, I would say it's pretty fast to do Pyramid Ferry whenever, so. Alright, so let's see if we have anything exciting here. Alright, Cho is gonna grab that mirror. I feel really nice. Try to take a little bit of extra damage there. Prepare for a death warp. And nice, we do find a 5th pod key in Swamp. This game can be super funny sometimes. Yeah, logically... Oh yeah, it was required because the hammer... Yeah, that is correct. The hammer was locked behind the small keys. Logically. Yeah, that is indeed really fun. Yeah, someone mentioned it would have been like really fun if we had a just like logical race, just like follow the logic. But I honestly think that most of the runners would be confused trying to follow the logic that now. Yeah, actually play the game. They will break the rules 100%. Yeah, having that big key from Waterfall Ferry makes really easy to full clear Swamp. It is a relatively early dip, and I would say that a super early dip in Swamp will most likely be a full, including left side Swamp. I don't see why would you skip it unless you really want to be aggressive. Yeah, for Cho's sake, luckily, you know, they got the hammer. I think makes sense to open Harmless Hellway in that spot. So, really nicely, they do have the hammer. I actually wonder if that is a play. And it seems like it. Taking the Death Warp to potentially save Scum Dad. If he doesn't find anything here, he would just like save and quit. Or just reset the console rather. To have that small key. Really interesting play. Really good play. That means though that he's not gonna check Eastern Palace. There was nothing exciting there, so he's not really gonna miss anything. Just a blue boomerang. And rupees. So we are going to see a reset here. A save's coming that key. All right, left side swamp. We have a Misery My Smoky, which is honestly not that great. And a Blue Mail, which is kind of neat. The Misery My Smoky is the second one. Honestly, Kisanity, I would say you would like to have at least one. Because like if you enter Mire in non-go mode, then you want to start from the left side. So you kind of want to have at least one key. Grabbing a second one, I guess, is like fine. Not a huge deal. Hey, Hera Basement now is available to us. We do see Cho heading to Swamp now. And after Swamp, he is in that position to go to Pyramid Ferry. So I wonder if that is the play for him. And yeah, so far, nothing great in Swamp. Just the fifth pod, the Smoky, which, you know, honestly is like, okay, I would say. Logically and yada yada. Yeah, aside from that, nothing great. Oh, potentially the Hera small. That's about it. We're gonna see a Master Sword Argus fight. And that's usually how you want to do this fight. Just like charge the sword, grab two puffs and spin. It can be a little bit of an annoying fight. Sometimes there's like that, you know, instance that you can only grab one, like in this situation right here for Krell. Grabbing two is not that easy, so. Gonna wait for Argus, gonna use the Fire Rod. Oh, that was a double hit? Okay. That felt kind of weird, honestly. The way I saw it. It felt like it was only 2 hits with the Fire Rod. But that worked out nicely. I believe we have not seen Bombo's tablet. So I wonder, after Bombo's tablet, do you check K45 and do Smith Chain? For Krell, it's actually not that bad. You can potentially chain... actually, if you do Smith Chain without the flute, Purple Chest is in a really, really awkward spot. So probably that is not a great idea. So I wonder what his next move is going to be. Probably grab the Smoky from Lake Hylia. It's a really likely scenario, and go to Ice Palace. We'll see. Yep, seems like he's heading towards that location. And yeah, in the meantime, we do see a full clear of Swamp Wump as well from Cho's side. Alright, what is that Smoky going to be here? Is it the Pod 6th Smoky? It is actually pretty likely that it is, but TR key is by far the best thing you can find here. And it is the 6th Pod Smoky. There you go. We have logical stuff. Alright, so really nice quick thinking here for Krellbell. He was gonna go to Zora, but route-wise this makes more sense. Do Ice Palace, then Mirror and do Zora. So for him this makes way more sense for sure. In the meantime, Cho is in that position where instead of heading to Ice Palace, you could do Pyramid Ferry into Catfish and Zora together. Like, he hasn't checked what Catfish has. So that is a possibility. Yeah, I don't know how much you want to delay Ice Palace. It is a full clearable as well. Nice green pennant too, so you have like one extra item. We'll see. I really nice icebreaker. So what are we missing right now? Flute, I guess, is like the big item right now. We don't have a single medallion, which is kind of crazy, honestly. And of course, we're missing the Ice Rod and 1, 2, 3 big keys. Eastern, Pod, and Misery Mire big key. We are missing quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, we did see some really nice Master Sword poke strats, dash pokes. Yeah, Cho is like a really amazing NMG runner. He has practiced those poke strats quite a bit. With Master Sword, I would say, is it that harder? I actually don't know if it's harder than Tempered. It seems harder because I think you have to do like more of them. But I think the principle is around the same. It has to be the same. Alright, so Cho is gonna follow the same steps, heading to that Lake Hylia, grab that Smoky, and then Ice Palace. Gonna delay that Pyramid Ferry. Again, it's not that tough to go to Pyramid Ferry, honestly. And probably just want to clear the dungeons rather than do the overworld checks. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, I missed that item in Ice Palace. I didn't see what it was. Hey, there's the flute. A good old flute. Gives us access to the Mire area, but unfortunately we don't have the medallion for Mire. So it's kind of nice for Krell build having that flute, because your visit to Kakariko is not gonna be only to activate the flute. You can do Scar Woods immediately after that. And then even do a pet check, which is, honestly, it's like fine doing the pet check. Can there be something? We don't know the layout, the crystal layout yet. There is a possibility of like a big key or even like an Ice Rod. Having that info is definitely nice. Because if you have a required item for a crystal dungeon on PED, then you know for sure that GT has absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm actually kind of interested to see what was on the freezer room. I missed it. I think it was like a useless dungeon item. We're gonna see from Cho's side. In just a bit. Ice Tea room first. Yeah, really nice semi-liquid spot here on Zora. Get that item. Start from Sank and activate the flute. Head into Skullwoods. I don't think Graveyard Ledge and Bumper Cave is a really high priority, but we might see, before you head into Skullwoods, just like take care of these locations. It's not entirely bad, I would say. Okay, we'll see Hera first before activating the flute. My thinking here is that Krell probably wants to get some kind of medallion first. So he just like wants to do a dungeon. So yeah, we'll see. And Cho grabs that flute. And this is gonna be our first check of Ether Tablet. Speaking of tablet, I don't think Cho checked Bombo's tablet. I might be wrong. I didn't really see them checking that. Maybe they did before Swamp. I think that would make sense. And this is it, our very first visit in Hera, and we can completely clear it, including Hera basement. This scene seems pretty straightforward, honestly. The hammer being behind 6 pod smokies is honestly a blessing in disguise, kinda, because it is a pretty linear seed once you like reach pod, I feel like. Like every smoky that you find right now is more likely going to be a TR. Like there are not a lot of smokies left. We found every single GT key as well. Green pendant here for Cho as well. Let's see what he's gonna choose to do now. It's gonna be a same quit maybe. Probably gonna be a Zora check. Yeah, he's heading to the portal. Makes sense. Alright, let's see what Hera basement has. Krell chose to do this immediately. Just a bottle. Nothing exciting. Going to see Hera pot. Nicely done. First try. And Zora is gonna give us nothing. Okay, I'm not gonna be surprised if we see flute activation here for Cho immediately. Yep, that is what is going to happen. And he's gonna head to the Mire area, most likely. Check what medallion is required for that. Then if you cannot really get anything, if you don't have access to it, we don't know like what Mire it has, then you go ahead and do Hera. So yeah, good thing about Cho isolating Catfish is the fact that we do have access to Pyramid Fairy. So it's not that bad to route Catfish with that if you're missing 4 items. Yeah, we do our salutations here for the bird. And we do find the first medallion being Bombos, and interestingly enough, that is our access in TR. Alright, not Mire area, immediately going to Hera. In a way it makes sense, like you can clear it. It's not that bad. Doing this. I just like wonder now, with Bombos in hand, do you actually go to TR or not? Not only are you missing Ice Road, but you don't have enough keys to clear it. Definitely an interesting situation, as we do find our 3rd sword in Spy Cave. Third sword is definitely really nice. We don't have silvers. Vitreous can be a little bit annoying, so having tempered, having cape, it's a piece of cake now. any boss, honestly. The equipment, they have like 12 hearts as well. And blue mail, so yeah, from now on, I think both of them are gonna be in a really comfortable situation. So yeah, so far, Trailbell has done a couple of extra overworld checks, but unfortunately, those overworld checks didn't really have anything. Well, now that I think about it, the only difference here has been catfish, if I understand this correctly. So the runners are not that far apart from each other. Yes, Krellbell has done Aga 1. Yes. And hello, SpeedGaming 3. Hope you guys are having a lovely day or evening. We are 1 hour and 9 minutes into the seed. We do have Bobos here on Dorm, so the question is Cho going to head to TR, or is he going to go to Meyer? Definitely gonna grab that sword. Oh, he's gonna choose not to go to Spy Cave, so unfortunately, he's gonna skip that tempered sword, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh, we did get a map check. I saw Meyer was a pendant. So there is a really likely scenario that the big key for Meyer is in GT. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the medallion for Meyer was Quake as well. So we don't even have access to that. Cho is not even gonna bother opening that, so yeah, I believe it is Quake. So at this point, we don't really have a lot of stuff other than Pyramid Ferry, the Smith Chain, Hammer Pegs, and TR. TR with 2 keys, and without the Ice Rod. And it seems like Cho is gonna do the overworld checks, gonna opt to do the Smith Chain at this point. Smith Chain / Hammer Pegs. He does have the powder, which I honestly don't remember where that powder was. Oh yeah, heading into TR is also a little bit weird if you have done Aga 1. You cannot do any shenanigans with saving the TR portal, like mirroring to Laser Bridge and then coming back. So you wanna like potentially take care of business here in Hyrule before you head up to TR. And no, we have not seen a Pyramid Fair yet. Alright, more pegs. So let's see if the Smith has something. Again, I actually completely missed where that powder was. I don't remember what Cho did that was like extra. Alright, let's see. Mothla fight for Krellbell. Pretty easy fight, honestly. Having half magic, fire rod, and tempered. Definitely like a piece of cake here. It makes sense leaving that for later, honestly. You can come back and then mirror immediately. And we do see a ice rod in Magic Bat. I believe the powder was under the bridge. Okay, yeah, there's the powder. Alright, nothing on Ped. At this point, I think there was nothing super exciting on Ped. It's a really unlikely scenario with Quake being the medallion for Meyer, and also needing that big key for Meyer as well. Oh, Cho is having a little bit of an issue here with the purple chest, doing a really nice maneuver here. Nice save, honestly. So yeah, it's gonna go ahead and check that purple chest and also do the Bobo Stabler, which I believe he skipped, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, nothing on purple chest. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, he probably forgot after Swamp. Oh, that spot saved. Was like, fine, okay. I actually thought that was gonna be a mirror ball. The game can be a little bit weird. Unfortunately, he cannot go back to the Dark World, so let's see what he opts to do now. As we do see, Graveyard Ledge doesn't have anything. And yeah, we're gonna see Pyramid Ferry into Catfish now for Joe, probably. And probably, yeah, a Meyer check from Krellbell's side. Checking the medallion and Meyer shed slash graveyard checkboard cave. Sorry. We're gonna see a bomb dupe here. Really nicely done. And these are like the new checks now here in Pyramid Ferry. The thing that we require right now is TR small keys and either the Eastern or Palace of Darkness big key to be in GT mode. And there is one of the TR small keys, and we are probably going to see Cho heading... No, he's gonna go... He's thinking about it. Okay, so we do see a couple of skips here. Not even gonna do Catfish, just gonna go straight to the mountain, I assume, and clear Turtle Rock. While in the meantime, Krell is gonna go ahead and do the Smith Chain. I'm gonna grab that nice Ice Rod from the Magic Bat. With 3 TR Smokies, what is most likely going to happen is we're gonna steal the key from the Pokey and go ahead and clear the dungeon. We do need 4 keys to beat TR logically. Yeah, most likely we are going to see that skip for Lava Chest. And no, we have not seen the green pennant turning yet. So it seems like there's going to be multiple items in GT. Unless TR is like completely stacked. Krellbell is gonna grab that Ice Rod. Gonna complete the Smith Chain, and we'll see what he opts to do then. It's a really likely scenario that we're also going to see Pyramid Ferry from him. And then with that TR Smoky. Gonna follow the steps of Cho heading to TR. Yeah, if that is the case, Gamer Bunker, then it seems like it's going to be our last location for the runners. Yeah. Most likely scenario is going to be our last locate at that point. Nice silvers in the roller room in TR. Those silvers are surprisingly really good for Cho. The likeliness of having, silvers is pretty high in AD keys. Like, you are most likely going to have a lot of checks under your belt. But not grabbing that sword in Spike Cave, sorry. It is really unlikely, I think, that we're gonna have that sword for Cho. So unless he finds like that third sword, then those silvers are definitely really important. Because like silverless Master Sword fight is pretty long. At least with silvers you can save okay, I don't know exactly the number, but you save basically like half the fight, I would say. fourth phase with Master Sword is by far the worst one. I saw a little bit of movement there towards the lava chest door, and I was a little bit scared from the Cho. Yeah, there's going to be a steal. Trail is gonna head to Pyramid Ferry and gonna grab that TR Smoky. Yeah, it's 24 spins. It's definitely a really long fight. Yeah, phase 4, in phase 4 specifically. Yep. I needed to mention that. And let's see what Mimic Cave has here. Big key for Palace of Darkness. So we are potentially in GT mode. GT mode means, of course, that we can access GT. Oh, someone in chat mentioned something about a mushroom, and there we go. We have the mushroom, so we don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about that fetch quest, I guess, being in lava chest. Green pennant turn in. We get a TR Smoky in the green pennant. That is definitely interesting. Is lava chest gonna have something here? Krellbell having those so the tracker didn't indicate that, but I'm pretty sure Krell has 4 TR keys. So he does have access to that lava chest easily, so that is definitely an interesting situation here. We're gonna see some laser skips here on Cho's side. With the boots is pretty straightforward. Just need to get that lineup. Can be a little bit tricky, but honestly it's not that bad. Just a bunch of mobs. And we do see that it is a crystal here. So the most likely scenario is going to be Pod being a crystal, I would say. And with that, there's a really high chance we are in GT mode. We're gonna see some Hammer Trinex fights from Cho. Really nice strat here, going from the back. Yeah, really great fight. Yeah, I think you would like for phase 2 on Trinix to have hammer equipped, because you can just like hammer Trinix 5 times. But if you can get a spin like that, then it's fine. Basically getting like a double spin. Actually, yeah, having a double spin is by far the best if you can like menu the way Cho did it. Okay, yeah, I would say that that's definitely the best way to do it. Alright, Krell is gonna grab those silvers from the roller room. And it seems like Cho is gonna head to Palace of Darkness now immediately. Or not. Oh yeah, I see. So this is it. This is the Spike Cave, I believe. Spike Cave dip. And he's going to grab that bird sword now. Hera basement into Spike Cave. There we go. We had a Hera basement skip from Cho's side. Honestly, I would say that this is a little bit weird in this situation. There is a possibility that you're in GT mode, so I'm not sure how good Hera basement is right now. But probably they want to be a little bit safe. Unless they have knowledge of a pod, I'm pretty sure they don't have knowledge of pod. Lava chest is just bombs, so that fourth TR small is not important. Not really gonna give anything to Krellbell. And he's gonna grab that tempered sword as well from Spike Cave. So yeah, we're not gonna have a sword disadvantage. I think he would have loved to have that sword for Trinix, but yeah, honestly, that hammer fight was still pretty good. So yeah, mirror save and quitting here, it just puts you on top of the pyramid so you can immediately go to pod. So that is probably what is going to happen here. I wonder if you're gonna play safe and go to Catfish in a situation like this. Krellbell in the meantime gets that Palace of Darkness picky. Yeah, and I think this makes sense. Go directly to pod. I was a little bit surprised going for Hera that he chose to do Hera basement first. But yeah, again, you might have wanted to be a little bit safe, I guess. Oh yeah, having that mushroom for the big chest, it is something that we haven't seen yet. Now this is the really annoying part, having done TR, leaving lava chest, and then you find the smoky for TR. That is gonna be in the back of his head now. He's gonna be thinking about the lava chest, that is for sure. Oh yeah, I agree that you do Hera basement if you do Spy Cave. I think in that scenario though, makes a little bit more sense to just go ahead and do pod, ignore Spy Cave once you ignore it immediately. And seeing that letter C on the top left of the screen in Palace of Darkness, we are in GT mode now. Quake, Eastern Big Key, and Meyer Big Key could be in GT. So we have 3 potential items in there. 3 items that are most likely going to be there, I would say. Stuff that we haven't checked yet is... I believe we have checked... Oh, the mushroom is the only thing that we haven't checked yet. Yeah, you definitely check the mushroom before GT. I think that's a guarantee. It's a pretty quick check with flute, especially. Krellbell is going to be using that nice temperature for Trinix. It's a piece of cake fight once you have that temper. And Cho is on Trinix right now. No Trinix, Helmosaur. Let's see what Helmosaur has for us. And let's see if Cho is going to choose to go back for the big chest. Smoky for Skywoods. Yeah, I think at this point, we don't have any Smoky that we require. Actually, the Desert Smoky is somewhere out there. And if I understand this correctly, logically, the Desert Smoky should be on the mushroom, right? Or the big chest of Pod, something like that. Or even Quake could be a mushroom. It's one of those things, I guess. So yeah, Krellbell after Palace of Darkness, heading straight to, after TR, sorry, heading straight Pod. Yeah, all these checks up the mountain, Hera Basement, Spy Cave have already been done by Krellbell, so rushing there makes a lot of sense. We are going to see the big chest here, and it is the Quake on the big chest. So we only need 2 big keys at this point. And Cho is going to be super careful here. Gonna go ahead and do Catfish and then deliver the mushroom before heading up to GT. I assume. I think it's a little bit unlikely that we are going to see a Meyer dip before GT. I'm gonna check this one as well. Graveyard Ledge. Yeah, he's making sure that Hyrule is completely clear before heading to GT. Being done, with every single location, probably aside from Meyer. Then gonna go up there. That is the most likely scenario. Okay, so yeah, this is actually really awkward. Cho doesn't even have that information on Bumper Ledge, so I wonder, are they going to go back to Catfish now or not? It is a little bit out of the way, and it seems like they are going to do that. Gonna be dashing quite a bit. I'm making sure that nothing is left behind here in Hyrule. Alright, let's see what the mushroom has in store for us. Small key to desert, I assume? Ice Palace, okay. So I think at this point, we know that the Desert Smoky is in Misery Mire. So you don't necessarily have to worry about that, I guess. I mean, it's 2 extra checks. It's like whatever, but if you are considering going to Mire, I guess you could potentially get more stuff for Desert. Alright, so this is the... Let's see what Cho is gonna choose to do. Is it GT or is it Mire? And we're gonna see GT. And Krebel is also gonna go back. Probably gonna grab that quick, deliver the mushroom, and then go up to GT as well. So far we are missing 2 big keys. One for Eastern Palace and one for Misery Mire to be in go mode. Cho does have a little bit of a lead. I wonder if Krellbell actually chooses to go to Mire and then Mire has both big keys there. That is by far the, the best case scenario, I would say, for Krell. But I honestly don't see that happening. It's pretty unlikely. Just going to Mire and hoping to find the big key there. Alright, let's see how many checks are we gonna do until we find those big keys. And is anyone gonna check that tire room? I honestly doubt it, but we've seen a little bit of a safe play from both of these runners, so I'm not gonna be surprised if before the climb we do see that. Alright, so it's about a minute and a half difference, more or less. The time between the 2 runners. We are looking for 2 big keys. We do find a useless ether medallion. Nothing super exciting. And Cho is gonna choose to go full left. At 25. Hey, would you look at that? There is the butter sword. So even if Cho left that spike chest, he would have had that tempered from the map chest in GT. And there is Krell opening GT, and yeah, I believe it's about a minute and a half, the difference between the 2 runners. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that they're not gonna have an issue now. Red mail as well? Come on. Alright, so there is one of the big key. No, that's the Scout's big key. Okay, that's not something we like to see. Cho chooses to go full left, while Krell is gonna start from Compass Room. Oh. Yeah. Forgot to light up that torch. It was small bonk there. I wonder if Cho forgot about the GT big key, or Or the big chest, sorry. Or if he's gonna check it after Ice Armors. Yeah, with silvers, Ice Armors is gonna be a piece of cake, and there is one of the big keys that we need, Eastern Palace big key. And left side has absolutely nothing. Cho did remember the big chest here, so he's going to grab that. I wonder if it's actually faster to do like that. I'm pretty sure it's not, but at least he's safe for now. Okay, he probably wants to use that door. Honestly, I would say that it's fine. They have the keys, so they might as well use the keys. Oh, we can see a tire room. All right. Let's see if Tyrone has anything here. So the big key for Meyer could potentially be in Meyer, in the GT climb. Skull Woods big chest. And Tyrone has nothing. Yeah, it would have definitely been super great. Alright, so Cho is gonna grab that big key for Eastern Palace right here, and is gonna do the climb. After that, after Eastern Palace, if the big key for Meyer is not up here, yeah, I definitely see the runners going to Meyer for that big key. Like, you have to do that play, I feel like. Alright, so let's see the GT climb. No, I mentioned that after we are done with Eastern Palace, if like overall, you know, Eastern Palace and GT climb doesn't have anything, then you have to go to Meyer. At that point, Cho has the option to go to Scar Woods or check Lava Chest. That is the only thing that he has open. Lava Chest has been checked and there's nothing there for sure. I've seen it from Cowbell's side. Yeah, pretty easy climb. We saw that even if the mimics face you, having that mirror shield, you don't have to worry about them. I guess one of the benefits with the mirror shield, but I mean there are strats so that they don't face you ever. I guess you can like settle with some, you know, not as fast strats, some casual strats there. Alright, pretty nice Lambo fight for Cho. Somaria for those wish ropes. Honestly, having a Somaria is so good. If you do the GT climb without Somaria, you would understand the pain of these two rooms of the wish ropes. There are actually some really cool strats with the bow, but honestly, it's just like does not really feel the same. I feel like, well, the bow strat is actually pretty cool. You guys should definitely check it out and also like try it out as well. Yeah, we are Misery Mire Bicky from Go mode at this point. Alright, we're not finding that big key yet. 2 more chests here in GT. Important to mention that Krellbell did skip the tie room here in GT. If only we could grab like one of those mushrooms from Mario and give that to that Smokey so that it can be a big key for Mario, that would have been nice. But yeah, unfortunately we don't really have that collaboration, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised if some people do that, honestly. There are magicians with those randomizers. Alright, so the answer is not here. Where is the answer, guys? Where do you guys think it is? Okay, so we have Aga. Oh, look at these patterns. We do love those patterns for Aga. The Eastern Palace big key was in the compass room. Vanilla Mire big key in Mire. Yeah, it's the most likely scenario, honestly. I mean, as I said before, we don't really have a lot of other options. Oh shit, oh, we do see a Moldorm. Moldorm 2 fall. Crowbell side. That is a little bit unfortunate. In a situation like this, in a somewhat linear seed, yeah, you could say that this is a linear seed. Those like small mistakes feel kind of weird, especially having cleared the whole GT. I don't know. I would say definitely feels weird. Alright, Cho is heading to Eastern Palace. I was wondering where he was going, but okay, yeah, I see that mirror. I wonder if it was better to mirror from the pyramid and flute. I think it's slightly faster. Yeah, this makes sense. Just clear the pennant, pick up the big chest. You know, the big key could be here. Then from there, I assume that we're gonna see a Mire dip from both runners. Oh, we have not seen a single item check from Cho in Eastern Palace. Okay, this race is actually way closer, I think, than like that 1 minute. I think we might be within a few seconds. If the Misery Mire Bicky is not in Eastern Palace, we might have a small sink here. I completely forgot that after Palace of Darkness, because Cho save scammed that key for the Vanilla Bicky chest, they did not check the Eastern Palace after pod. Alright, so we have a pretty close race here. So yeah, we do know that the Vanilla Bicky chest does not have anything. And if Cho chooses to check that, then yeah, it's gonna put the runners on basically the same spot, more or less. Yeah, it's definitely a super healthy seed. That is for sure. So yeah, Crabble is a little bit ahead now. Heading into the Armos Knights. That's a tiny bit. I believe it's like, yeah, we'll see with the timers. Entering the door at like 48:12. So about 19 to 20 seconds difference. Right, so with silvers, this is a super easy fight. Really close race. And the big key is not here. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna head to Meyer next. I would say it's probably not a good idea. It's a pretty safe play. Going into Meyer, I think it's probably a little bit better. Meyer routing. I think that both. It's actually a really interesting choice, but I would say that they're gonna do the normal Kisanity route. I don't see a reason to change that. So Cho actually managed to close the gap a little bit. If I understand this correctly, the one room before the boss with the one Stalfos and the two Stalfos and the one Igor was a little bit weird for Krell. So that made up a little bit of time. Yeah, big chest is not an option here. And there it is, yes. I actually wanted to check if we have every single big key, but yeah, this is it. All right, super close race. Super close race at this point. They just have to beat VT, and after that, they're gonna save and quit. Having the Naga one already, you just spawn on top of the pyramid. Yeah, nice vanilla key, I guess. It's not the vanilla, of course, but honestly, for randomizers, that is the most likely scenario that either. Well, it has happened more often, rather. It's not likely or anything like that. Oh, we don't have a spooky setup from Krell. That might actually make it even closer. Since we don't have a spooky. I wonder why there was no spooky. And now we are like side by side sync. Big time. Yeah, Cho is a little bit ahead. As a matter of fact of like the spooky. I don't know why the setup didn't work. Alright, so let's see. Nice. Silver fight here. Pretty easy. And yeah, we have a change of lead here with that spooky just within a few seconds. I save and quit and Ganon. Is it gonna be like a triple that will decide this game? We'll find out. Has there been a super close race this season? I actually don't remember. But from what I remember though, this is like the closest we've had. And right on time, SpeedGaming joining us with a rate of 140 people in a super close finale here. These runners are just like within 5 to 6 seconds. Both of them have Buttersword and Silvers. A triple Silver on Ganon might potentially save the fight, or a cleaner Silver fight. Pretty easy phase 1 and 2. Quite a few teleports, honestly, right now. Alright, let's see. We have Cho. I think that one Silver. Krell as well. Missing a couple of hits there. Not getting a triple. And Krellbo is gonna kill Ganon. That little bit of a cleaner fight here. Wow, this is a super close race. And Krellbell finishes with 144.40. I think it was like 144.45, something like that. And Cho right behind him as well. Official racing time, race time GG times are, let me see a little bit here. Yeah, 44.43, 54.40. Oh, yeah, 54. Sorry, 43 and 46. But I think it's like an extremely close race. GG to both of the runners. That was ridiculously close, honestly. What a race. That is definitely really amazing. And we have here Krellbell joining us. How's it going, Krell?
Oh my goodness! I think when I clicked done in race time, it updated. Like it was so close that the moment it updated with my time, it also updated that so finished second. It's been a long time since I had a race that close. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and surprisingly, you were ahead entering Meyer. Cho had Spooky, so he overtook you by like just by like 5 seconds. And then you had a better Silver fight, like Silver phase 4, and then he took the lead at that point.
Wow, so it was me ahead going into Meyer, and then so yeah, I messed up the Spooky setup. I just got distracted and then realized, oh wait, I'm not gonna have Spooky for this. Well, I hope it doesn't make a difference. That it. Oh my gosh! So it was that close going into Meyer.
That is correct, and we have Cho joining us as well. Hey Cho, how's it going?
GG, Trevo. What a race.
GG, what a race. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see the VOD on this one.
Yeah, for sure. Funny that I was shaking in Ganon's fight. I missed like twice on the fourth phase. And your finish time didn't show up until after I hit done. So I was okay. I think I made it, but then I saw your message over there and that you finished before me. I was, what the heck? It was awesome that end game I was watching in the delay.
Wow.
So yeah, what do you guys think about the race? The seed, like it felt like a pretty linear seed, right? Like not a lot of stuff to do, and then the hammer being behind 6 pod keys also made it pretty obvious where you needed to go. Yeah, what do you guys think?
I felt somewhat good after finding the hammer with only 4 pod smalls. I thought I might have gotten to that early, but then again, I don't know. People do like. So I'm curious. Did you go into did you get that hammer with 4 pod smalls, or did you go in later?
I got it with 4, but since hammer was behind the 6th door in harmless hallway, that brings the count to 5. So I was okay. That's at least one key out in the world, but then both were behind mirrors. So that was pretty funny about the logic. So the double deep pod was logically required, but I think the seed went pretty linear. We had a ton of progression and better things to do before going into pod with only 2 or 3 keys. I was waiting for a little more keys to show up before, but if I think if I didn't get my flippers to go to ice, I was planning on diving pod with only one or 2 because of the bow showing up. But thank God that all the keys showed up before committing to the play.
Yeah, I almost skipped the pod big chest because I think I was 3 items from go. I was Meyer Medallion, Meyer Big, Eastern Big from go, and I was feeling behind. I know my execution's a little bit behind, and so with how much I had already cleared up until that point, I was thinking, maybe it's time to start taking risks. Maybe I should skip pod big, and then I didn't, and it was Meyer Medallion. I'm like, whoa, that would have been lethal. But I was not feeling ahead. I'm curious to hear from Tusi. Like, was there? I'm surprised to hear that I was ahead going into Meyer. Were you able to identify like what kind of put me ahead up until that point, or was it just a lot of little things?
Cho was like a minute and a half ahead heading into GT, but he did a tie room as well in GT. And while there was like a significant like lead after I got 2, something that we didn't realize or we forgot was, Joe, you have not checked anything in the Eastern. It was like your very first dip into Eastern Palace. So you did like that clear in Eastern Palace, and there was like nothing there. And that's like what gave Krell like a 20-second lead. Heading into Meyer, then the spooky happened, then you get the lead. It was like a pretty insane finale, I gotta say.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad it was a close race. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. I think in the end of the day, we're all here to have fun, and we are on restream to people to enjoy watching such a close race. So
yeah.
I don't think I don't know what's gonna happen if 3 seconds it is a tie on league, or nowadays it's only 2 seconds. But nevertheless, I'm glad that we put up a good race.
Yep, I'm glad the Racing Council Showdown ended up being an entertaining show.
Yeah, so as far as like the tie goes, that is definitely something that the admins are going to check. So we'll find out about that sooner or later. But yeah, so it was indeed a pretty interesting perspective. I guess like there was like a narrative, I guess, built here. Being both of you guys are from the council, so there was like a really funny like rivalry kind of deal, friendly rivalry.
Yeah. Oh, we're both new to the council, right? We're both new as of this session.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the council newbies.
I'm gonna hop into the Portuguese restream since we're kind of behind on the schedule here. I'm gonna thank Chisi for commentating and everyone that watched our race. and hopefully we'll see us next time. We have a ton of fun matches in the league still to happen. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for this amazing race, GG once again. And yeah, as Joe mentioned, we do have plenty of league action. This is only week 2 of week 7 in like the group stage. So you can definitely stay tuned in the Speed Gaming network overall, from Speed Gaming 1 to Speed Gaming 6. We also have Speed Gaming Deutsch, Portuguese. I don't know if the French Speed Gaming also works as well, but let's plug it as well. Why not? Plenty of random action. And yeah, any final thoughts before we close out the stream, Krill?
No, just I see Joe already has already left to the Portuguese restream. I do not speak Portuguese, so I will leave that to him. But thanks to Joe for a fantastic race. Thanks to UTC for coming and Digo for tracking. Yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. I'm really excited for the rest of the league. It's been a really fun start.
Yeah, it definitely has been. So yeah, stay tuned in Speed Gaming. I believe today we probably have a couple of extra races. Tomorrow is not as busy as like is today, so make sure you just tune in the channels and you'll find more random action. So from us, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day and a good weekend.